Dr. McCoy, can you run a scan of the life forms called protesters and determine if their brain stems are attached or not?
I already did, Jim. And the results are that their brain stems are not attached. We are dealing with a kind of life form that can be easily coerced to destroy their own existence.
Are you saying these protesters have no clue as to what they are against, and rather just a collective body of imbeciles, and are feeding off their own ignorance?
Yes, these protesters hate their country. They despise America, loathe its values, shun its traditions, and embrace chaos, communism, and reject science.
Why is this, Bones? I need answers. Is it because their brain stems are not attached? Is that why?
It's more than that, Jim. These protesters are clearly brainwashed. They have no clue what the truth is. In fact, if you ask them what a woman is, they themselves can't even define one. They are no smarter than a one-celled organism.
If we are to beam down there and mingle in the crowd, is there any way we can educate them to be able to comprehend what is real versus what is fake news? And will they be able to accept the reality that President Trump is the greatest leader in the galaxy, and it is Trump who will make the solar system great again?
Spock, Bones, can it be done? Will they listen to common sense?
If we were able to somehow connect their brain stems so they can think again and reason with logic, that might be the answer.
Spock, after Bones attaches their brain stems, can you do a Vulcan mind meld on the entire crowd of protesters and get them to practice common sense, define what a woman is, love their country, and embrace science?
We can use the Vulcan mind meld on the phasers and project the phasers onto the planet's surface. This will erase all aspects of what makes up their Trump deranged syndrome and allow common sense to return in its place.
Captain, albeit we would all be guilty of violating the Prime Directive, you will have to make the decision whether or not the protesters are worth saving. It is, after all, your call.
You can't expect me to just sit here and watch the greatest nation on Earth be taken down by a bunch of imbeciles. We have no choice. We must purge these protesters of their Trump deranged syndrome and give them back their brains. Mr. Sulu, hold our position. Bones, Spock, prepare for the mind meld and deploy the phasers to penetrate the surface. Let's give them a chance to come around and witness how magnificent and glorious life can be by simply knowing the truth and able to embrace the common sense Trump brings to all that have their brain stems attached.
Jim, once I connect their brain stems and Spock purges their minds of Trump deranged syndrome, I recommend we beam down to the White House and get our photo taken with President Trump. After all, he is the greatest president of all time, and I want to meet the man who has made the galaxy great again.
Bones, that's a splendid idea. Meeting President Trump will be the biggest event ever recorded in the history of Starfleet Command. And for Mr. Spock, it will be an opportunity to meet the most talented, smartest, most courageous, clever, and wisest specimen of the human race. But first, we got to cure these protesters of their Trump deranged syndrome. I'm not sending a landing party to the surface while these Looney Tune wackos are loose on the streets.